The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Meg.
You guys are where it's tax season, right?
Rabbit season.
No, it's tax season.
Rabbit season.
Tax season.
Rabbit season.
Tax season.
Rabbit season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Tax season.
Rabbit season.
Tax season.
Duck
All right,
season.
you're right. It's tax season.
Ha! Told you.
No? Alright, fine. Feel like I've been left out of that conversation. Speaking about being left out of the conversation, welcome to the Not So Late Show. You've joined us once again on, what the hell's today's date?
Thursday,
January 20
Thursday,
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
32nd.
Yeah. Now, there's been a lot of events. Peace out, Cub Scout. There's been a lot of events since the last time we had a show here. Well,
Yeah.
actually,
What, last week?
well. There's a lot of.
well, actually for you, it's been a while since you've been here.
There have been a lot of events in between the last show and this show. I mean, if you're talking about the whole world,
Well, first of all, tell us about your big event.
I'm having a food baby.
Probably.
We're all having a food baby.
There was a reason I was not here last week. I don't know if you said that I was
I believe it was.
masticating emus or something like that.
I believe it was you were birthing a crack baby.
Aw.
Well, I mean, I might be gestating a crack
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah.
What's its name?
Chester. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I had a lot of Cheetos. I was going with a chit,
Yeah. It's,
the whole chit theme.
yep. I'm just gonna eat some fish food ice cream out of the air.
No,
I'm not proud.
decided to become an adult. I know. This sucks. No, we put an offer in on a house.
$30.
$35.
Surprisingly accepted.
Accepted. Although I had to apply for a loan to get it.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part of the whole.
Yeah. 30-year mortgage with a 4.9% APR. That's going to account to $35. Carry the $600 per month, and that'll be paid off in 30 years.
There you go. Nailed it. Which was it's also very funny because this house used to belong to a relative of one of the former workers here at Cable.
Which I did not know. Well, I did not know until I spoke to Jay about going, cutting the cable, and he's like, "No shit, I know whose house that is."
Yeah.
So I told Brittany, and then I showed you a picture. You looked up a picture of it. And
well, I didn't know till Jay told me, and then I
and-
just
and
put it
then-
on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought you knew.
No, I did.
Take
from
credit.
Jay.
Okay. And Brittany's like, "Yeah, I know, it's a small world." And I'm like, "Yeah, who knew?"
Hey, good news. I don't think he died in it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't, considering the circumstances that the realtor told us.
I have no idea. I just know who
Can
the
you
house
pass
used
that
to
on?
belong to.
Well, they just took out a reverse mortgage on it to help pay for
Oh,
his
okay.
care.
All right.
So I'm assuming they were paying for his care
Right.
in a facility. And
okay.
Unfortunately, he happened to pass away. And,
Right.
Well, he was 126.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
He got up there.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Living in that house alone?
All 126 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Anyways, I did bring you back a couple things from CES.
Did you?
Technically,
Is it a drone?
No. Technically, they're not from CES, but
Are they from the food stands
the
outside?
duty
from
free
near
shop at the
CES.
airport.
Okay.
So,
Is it like an old Cinnabon?
well, no, near, like right where I was staying.
Or was a hot
there
dog
is
cart?
an Avengers
Oh.
store.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Like a
and I can
store.
see the Avengers logo
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. There's it's called Avengers Station. There's a store, and then there's
By
a
the way-
ride and everything.
This was unplanned, so if Brittany happens to actually watch this,
Uh huh.
it may go in the house with my Captain America Bluetooth speakers and all my bobbleheads. And I'm sorry, I love
I
you.
feel like I made a good decision here.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, you now
Oh.
so you need an Avengers keychain for your
Okay.
new house key.
Okay.
So I figured that was appropriate.
That's hefty too.
That is. You could put that between
also
your
a home
fingers and
defense
kill
device.
someone with
Whip
it.
it at somebody.
And
Be gone.
one of the things that you will inevitably end up with too many of in your house, but at this point you have none So I'm gonna start you out
He
properly
bought you a child.
with your first one.
It's another bag.
Is it a coffee mug? Ooh, it's a head.
Good. Okay.
Now the question is, can I guess the head by just feeling it?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Don't
Nope.
get much better than this.
No.
Come on, give it a shot. Give a guess.
I got ears and I got a nose.
Well, apparently it's human, or the Hulk.
Hulk smash.
Pretty much
I'm gonna
all
go-
you've ruled out right now is Iron Man. That's the only thing you've ruled out.
No, but I'm gonna say that you actually did Iron Man.
You said a nose and ears. Does the mask have a nose and ears?
Well, it's got a closed mouth.
Okay.
So it can't be the Hulk because he would have his mouth open.
I suppose so.
All right. So eliminated one
But I don't feel the wings. So.
of a butterfly.
But I really think that you're gonna get me Captain America. Hawkeye. Oh no, it is Captain America. Oh. No, it's me.
Patton
America.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna leave the tape on there.
Here you
As
go.
you should.
Until you put hot coffee on there, it just ends up just like this weird glue.
Did you go to take a sip?
Oh god, yeah, it just ends up stuck to your face.
Well,
It's hot
thank
coffee
you.
and goon and both hurt.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So
Don't break it.
congratulations.
Don't let it happen again.
Yep.
Don't what let Brad go to an
now
Avengers
let's give
store.
Yes.
Let's give it the over-under of the time it takes for one of his many cats to knock that thing off the counter and break it.
No, this is gonna go on a shelf.
That's what I mean. The cat's going to jump up on the shelf and knock it off and break it. Jay, you want to take the month over-under? Or are we going weeks? Days?
Hours?
Yeah.
After complete move-in, or
Yeah.
what's our starting point?
Soon as that mug and cats are in the
It's
same
home?
place, yeah.
New house, very well. Actually, the first couple 3 days are gonna be very scared, hiding, meowing a lot.
Right.
So then they're gonna start adventuring
You
out.
know my cat very well.
Then they're gonna jump around 3 weeks.
I'm gonna go a little longer. I'm saying 37 days.
I'm gonna put it in
So
like
5 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna create its own wooden box and prove you both wrong. And just have it like hermetically sealed and like nailed to the wall.
Hermione?
Hermione sealed. This does have heft to it.
Hefty.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So anyways, now Pat has another excuse to go to Las Vegas.
I do.
Well, there's the Avenger station there, so you can go spend all of your money.
Hey, babe, we're
Or
broke.
whatever's left after the mortgage payments.
We're broke. Again.
Yep. So what else did we miss in the past since Deep Fried?
It's pretty much been my life.
Deep Fried? Deep Fried's been your life?
Deep fried.
I hear you, bro.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, the liquid nitrogen doer is still in my car.
Still haven't returned it?
Mine.
Oh, you bought it?
Oh, he's
I
had
own
that.
one, yeah.
He's had that for a long time.
Yeah.
I thought you just kept renting it.
No, I own that.
Of course.
It made sense. It was like $250 on eBay at the time. I'm like, done.
You just bring it like,
Because that makes sense.
must
Yeah.
be
Do
December.
Do they make
Hold on.
smaller ones?
Yep, they do.
Why
But
wouldn't you have
why?
gotten a smaller one?
Because that was $250 and the only one on eBay.
Oh. Well, I
And
guess.
there you go.
That's Brad logic.
Or only one not used for bull semen.
You can't prove that.
The only one what?
Not used
Not
for bull
used?
Not
semen.
used for bull semen.
Well, what's wrong if it was used
do
for
you
bull
get a-
semen?
Bull is snoo into that thing. That seems like really good aim.
Probably.
Well, see, it's not
Well,
always filled
traditionally
with
they're
liquid
used on
nitrogen.
farms for like impregnating
Usually
horses
filled
and cows.
with Jello. So, you know, it feels good.
Soft music.
Yeah.
flowers.
So
KG.
you're all welcome for that, by the way.
I wouldn't have
You're
cared if
not
there was.
snooing into the thing.
Listen,
Yeah. You're welcome.
semen is edible, so I wouldn't really care.
Really? Really? We're going there this early in the show? This early in the show?
Yeah, it's.
We're like 7 minutes in.
yeah. We're at semen already.
Welcome to minute 9, where we're at bull semen. Or just semen. in
Minute 9
general.
bull semen show title. Anyways, all right. Well, other than
How was your week?
I worked a lot.
I worked a lot too. You
I
remember,
worked more than you.
You remember the whole it's tax season? bit we did?
But did you work like 36 hours straight?
No, but I haven't taken a day off in like the last month.
Grumble. Good go.
Yeah, I know.
Really, that has been the the crux of my life. Thankfully, I'm no longer sick with like deathly flu, which is nice.
Good.
That's really about it. Oh. I don't know. Oh, all right. Let's talk about this. I don't know
Let's
when.
talk about deathly sick.
No,
Talk about death.
I don't.
Me. Let's talk about you.
I don't know when this is going to happen, but they did a test fire on the Falcon 9 Heavy rocket.
Who? What? I wasn't listening.
Actually, the Falcon Heavy rocket.
Yes.
They did a test down at Cape Canaveral. They're launching it in the next week or so.
Why would they build a rocket out of Falcons?
Because I mean,
fly
why
really
wouldn't
well.
you?
They do fly.
It's from
very well.
SpaceX,
Okay.
and
You're going to be down there to watch it.
I'm going to try. I not even knowing what the date is and knowing it's sometime potentially next week, I have bought like the $200 package to get as close to that fucker as possible.
Hey, so no show next week.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. They haven't even announced.
They don't know when they
They haven't announced it yet.
Oh.
I'm doing this purely on speculation.
So, do you have a ticket to go there?
yeah,
When?
whatever the launch is.
So, wait, you have an open ticket
Uh-huh.
to fly down there?
Not plane. This is just for Cape Canaveral.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm going to be spending way too much money on a plane ticket when I find out when this thing is.
Yeah, because you're gonna be buying it like that day.
Pretty much.
Oh God, the troubles of Brad. No.
I'm just saying,
You know,
this is bucket list. It is the most powerful rocket ever launched since the Saturn V. I've gone down there twice trying to see a rocket launch, and I have struck out both times. God damn it, it's on my bucket list.
I was there once.
Yep.
Did you see a rocket?
No.
You saw rockets, just
I saw
not
rockets.
launched.
They didn't.
I was there once too.
Were you?
Yeah.
When?
About 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wow.
Saw a rocket go up.
Did you?
No.
It's like,
Never been
dick.
to Cape Canaveral a day in my life.
What? So
did
you
get to
told
see
me
the tour,
two
though.
lies in this, man? Not just one, but you compounded your lies?
Listen, I'm a potentially a homeowner in a little.
I don't know. I'm not even sure I believe that anymore. I want my mug back.
No. It's got my name on it.
He's got you there.
Oh.
You can't have the keychain because I licked it.
Kindergarten rules are in effect.
I didn't want that ice cream.
That's a line, you know it.
All right, give me the ice cream.
No. That's purely on speculation. But here's the thing. We come up with a lot of really good ideas on the show.
Sometimes.
But no budget to see them through.
Like, do you remember, like, for the longest?
Well, no, we don't have any budget, but Brad can buy a plane ticket last second.
Details.
And buy a ticket, a standing $200 ticket or whatever it is.
Yeah, but you don't need a crew and writers and grips for that.
But, like, for instance, before there was Rick and Morty,
We don't need a grip. I can grip.
before there was Rick and Morty on our show, we were already doing the parody of Morty. Yeah.
And guess what? Fuck you. That became
Yeah,
a big
it
thing.
became a hit show. All I'm saying. Now, if you'll remember...
Did somebody steal my Nicolas Cage volcano thing?
No, Nicolas Cage did, but that's all right.
Okay.
You know how we were doing our top 3...
Did somebody steal your reverse treadmill where you gain weight by sitting there and walking backwards?
Not yet, but there's still time for that.
Did somebody steal Jay's invention of the self-propelling poop underwear that helps you poop without having to flex any muscles?
No one wants to steal that.
Yeah, sorry, Jay.
Sorry.
They all
Did
can't
anybody
be
steal
winners.
my theory for a self-blowing, nose-blowing tissue?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Then I got nothing.
You remember how we did a top 3 about, like, funniest things, like, ways to, like, die and, like, launch into space?
Do
Yeah.
after you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is launching his Tesla Roadster into space on top of the Falcon Heavy. Like, just the car!
Like as an ornament.
Like
is
if
it-
you look inside of the fairing on top of the rocket and you peel it away,
It's a
there's
car.
like the attachment part, and it's like the car!
So they've balanced for a car to be in there.
Yeah! And I'm gonna probably misquote a little bit here, but, quote, I just think it would be hilarious just thinking that there's a car tumbling end over end in space, and that some alien civilization will discover it 1,000,000 years from now.
And the battery will be dead.
No, because he's
really?
going to put solar panels on the top and it's going to keep recharging every
charge it.
rotation.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be some shit? They tractor it into like
Yeah.
their planet and they hit the button, it turns on.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, actually, no. It's
Yeah,
an electric
just-
car.
just
It
take
wouldn't
the-
go woo. It would just go.
Welcome.
Meanwhile, they were born in darkness and all the lights turned on.
They all die.
Mm-hmm.
We killed the civilization.
Elon Musk killed a civilization.
So I just think that's, for one, we had it first.
We had it first.
And here we are, like fools, wanting to have a Tesla.
Yep.
And he's just launching one into space just for shits and
Will,
giggles.
willy-nilly, like, oh, you guys got it pre-ordered?
Oh, no.
There's your pre-order.
Did you want one?
He's like, and here's all the pre-orders. And he just goes,
Yeah.
greatest fireworks show ever.
Yeah. Oh,
Sad
God.
Raining
Panda.
molten lithium.
Not gonna lie, if I was
everywhere.
Elon Musk in that moment, I'd be like, oh, would you like a Tesla? Too late! Bam!
He's like, no, you push the button, it raises the curtains, and
Yeah.
you get a Tesla.
Yeah.
It's one catch.
This also-
it's not bad. It's not a bad catch. Don't worry. You just push the button.
This also
Just
feels like
push
it's
the button. Push the button.
fine.
Okay. You just gotta catch it.
Right. This also feels like a takeoff on my top 3 April Fools or Halloween pranks or whatever the hell it was, where you buy a missile silo. Oh, the top things we would do with $100 million.
Yeah.
Where you buy a missile silo and then someone presses the doorbell and the bomb bay doors open and then there's a klaxon horn going and whatever the hell
like a
else.
little tip of a missile pops out.
Yeah, the smoke machine going, strobe lights,
That
ground
was
shaking.
really expensive, really quick.
Yeah, but you have $100
$100
million.
million. Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. So, we went over that. This kind of feels along those lines a little bit, too.
You wanted a car.
Good for him. Right? Good for him.
I mean, why not? Yeah.
Someone's got to live our dreams.
Man, he knows how to advertise.
He sure does. So maybe I'll be going down there next week if I can swing it. So we'll find out. If not, I'm out $200. So
Possibly no show next week.
Jay,
Hi.
what do you have there?
yeah, what have you been doing, Jay?
Nothing.
You got a lot of
Working.
official-looking postage.
I do. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Well,
Nothing huge in my department at all. Staying at home, loving life, going to work.
all right. Well,
That's about it.
fantabulous.
You remind me a lot of a guy that I watch on YouTube where he vlogs every day, and every day it's a live intro of him, and he's making a different coffee, and he does the exact same thing every day, and he's just happy. You remind me of that guy.
Does he say it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality?
No.
Thanks, GMM.
Did you get on GMM?
I did.
When?
Just now.
I don't think that they're going to clip this.
I don't.
don't know
Something
that.
tells me they're not. They're
I
like.
don't. You know what? As far
They're
as
like SD. Are we sure this is from 2018?
yeah, they're going to see
2008, maybe.
We're going to be the last show in the United States broadcast in SD.
here's their radar where it's boom, boom, and things show up on there. We're way the fuck over here.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're not even on the radar.
No. Sorry.
It's okay.
But we can advertise for them all we want, and our viewers can be redirected to Good Mythical Morning.
Yay, all 8 of you go look at them
Yeah.
on a good day. All 8 of you.
Yay for hey, our 8 fans are the best fans.
They are the best. So Jay,
So, buttons.
do we want to get to that? We want to get to tech news. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want to do. I
Let's
don't
get,
care.
to, let's get to whatever the hell you got your little Santa envelopes there.
So, you have possibly heard of something called Cards Against Humanity.
You mean Cards Against Humanity?
That's what I said.
I think
I kind of
said-
choked on the C, but
You were like the Guards Against Humanity.
the Guards Against Humanity.
Yeah, the Guard Against
they guard us
Humanity's
against
stupidity.
humanity.
Yes.
Cards Against Humanity is a card game, which is basically, they call it a card game for awful people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds about right. And what it amounts to is someone puts down like a card with it's like a fill in the blank, almost Mad Libs a little bit. And then, do you have any cards with you?
Oh, I got some that I've not even opened yet because I've been waiting for tonight.
And then everyone puts down kind of like one of their fill-in cards they think either matches best as funniest. And really, it's purely up to the whims of the kind of the judge to... There it is. It's like, oh shit, exclamation point, I just got blank.
Can't see it.
And then everyone puts down their card that they think is the funniest that goes along with that.
Yeah, no
and
one's
then
gonna
the
see
judge picks their favorite, and that person gets a point.
Yay.
That's how it works. It's very
Yes,
simple,
it's still
and
not
it's
gonna
usually
work.
hilarious. And people put down like I just got Hitler, or something like that. My money stolen by Cards Humanity and redistributed to people poorer than me. There you go.
They gave
that's an answer.
They gave that to you.
Uh-huh.
So what they do every year is that every Christmas time they do something.
They
This is going back a couple months now.
okay.
So can you give some
last year,
examples? Yeah.
last year they said, "Give us money and we're going to dig a hole."
Uh huh.
That's it. They're not donating it to charity. Well, maybe they did.
No,
they just
didn't.
took your money. They went to this big plot of land with a huge backhoe, and for every X amount of dollars that people donated, that was X amount of seconds, they would continue to dig a hole.
And the amount of seconds got less as time went on, because otherwise that hole would go for freaking ever.
Right. So last Christmas, a lot of people donated a lot of money.
What do they call? What do they called it something?
The Grand Canyon.
No, the Hole Against Humanity or something.
Yeah,
it was
something like that.
It was whatever. I don't think it was that. It was much more clever than that.
Yeah, so they dug a hole last year. I forget what they did 2 years ago.
How big was the hole?
Wasn't
Pretty big.
Wasn't it property in Maine?
Maybe.
It was like 1 square foot of property in Maine.
By 1 square foot?
Yeah, it was like on an island somewhere. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
So this year, we got these envelopes. Because I was like, I'm curious to see what they're going to do this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and on the back, you'll notice that it says, oh, that's day 4. We don't want that. Hold on.
So you got one like every day?
No. What? Yeah.
You all right over there?
No.
He's counting.
You know it hurts.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'll give you an ice cream. I don't care.
Oh, cool. All right, so
Cool.
I got this one, and on the back you see it says
Day 1.
with
With 1 star.
star.
with 1 star filled in. There's 6 total, but the first one's filled in. And it was a pretty hefty envelope. So I'll read the actual letter that they sent first, and then we'll get into this. So it says,
So
"Dear..."
you paid $15 for all this?
Correct.
Total.
Right.
Okay.
So, it's day 1, and there's 6, so bear with us. You are receiving this notification because your social security number has been compromised by the Equifax Corporation. No, just kidding. It's us, lovable tricksters, Cards Against Humanity. Friends, America's in trouble. Everyone is asleep at the wheel, and we're the best hope you've got. Over the next 6 days, we're rolling out a campaign of shock and awe to save the American people, and also keep our brand relevant during the Q4 holiday sale season. Day 1. As we speak, the federal government is working to pour billions of dollars into building a wall between the U.S. and Mexico, despite the fact that walls have been militarily obsolete since the advent of gunpowder. We at Cards Against Humanity believe that when Trump goes low, we go lower. So we've gone ahead and used your money to purchase a plot of vacant land on the U.S.-Mexico border and retain a law firm to make sure that a wall never gets built there. Enclosed is a map of that land, a certificate of our promise to you, and a few new cards about walls. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. And it legit does say, I love you.
I love you.
P.S. Since the Trump administration is committed to using 12th century military technology, we have responded in kind by building a 30-foot trebuchet?
Yeah.
It's like a catapult.
Oh, cool. A medieval catapult designed to destroy walls on our border. We paid 300 gold to increase its attack damage, so it's very powerful. You can see a video of our medieval war machinery in action at cardsagainsthumanitystopsthewall.com.
Okay.
So that's day 1.
Can I see the letter?
I'm looking this up.
And on here, this is an official certification. This document certifies that you, the holder of this certificate, helped Cards Against Humanity buy 0.000667% of a parcel of land along the U.S.-Mexico border. This document further certifies that any attempt by the U.S. government to build a wall on this land will be resisted to the full extent of law by Cards Against Humanity and its legal representatives at Graves, Doherty, Heron, and Moody. Our lawyers want you to know that your payment does not create any principal-agent relationship with Cards Against Humanity LLC or entitle you to any ownership interest in the land. So, I helped, but I don't get shit. And then, there's actually a letter that was penned, I'm not going to read it, by the lawyer, by the law office about the whole thing.
That was nice of them.
They're talking about eminent domain and all this other stuff. But then, here's the cool part. They gave me a map.
Wow, that's a hell of a map.
Right?
It's like Middle Earth style right there.
So,
That's funny.
I don't know
That
if you,
looks like something out of Where's Waldo in black and white.
just about. So I don't know if you can see it at home. Maybe that's too shiny. Maybe that's too dark. I really don't know. But here's this.
That's great. There's a trebuchet.
May I see map?
Sure. I want
There
to see
you
the
go.
trebuchet.
Trebuchet!
That's a real trebuchet.
Yeah.
I just call it a catapult.
You can call it a catapult.
All right.
Some call it a catapult.
So that was day 1. Here's the envelope from when you're done with day 1.
Okay.
Then came, and there's a bunch of cards which I have not opened. I'm waiting for today to open it.
Smash Mouth play.
Wow. Neat. All right.
Day 2.
Uh-huh.
Dear Citizen.
I'm assuming the envelope has 2 stars filled in on it.
It does. Ta-da.
Yep.
Dear Citizen, everything we hear in the news these days is bad. We wake up, read the headlines, and immediately get stress diarrhea. But compared to literally any other period in history, now is a pretty good time to be alive. Between 1990 and 2010, the number of people living in extreme poverty fell by half, from 43 to 21%, a reduction of almost 1 billion people. From 1900 through 1997, the United States' infant mortality rate declined by almost 99% to less than 0.1 deaths per 1,000 live births. Newborn baby pandas are the size of a stick of butter. All true facts. We hear a lot of bad news, but we rarely hear the good news, and there's actually a lot of it. So to make each day more bearable, we're launching the Good News Podcast. Get a new episode every weekday at thegoodnewspodcast.fm on iTunes or wherever Android people get their podcasts.
Is that a real thing now?
Probably. I haven't looked. Thanks to your support, the show is funded for a full year ad-free. I love you. Cards Against Humanity. P.S. encloses a pack of Happy Great cards and some laptop stickers. You love laptop stickers.
Don't we, though?
So I have all the packs.
If only you had a laptop.
Or stickers.
What was it called? Good News.
The Good News Podcast.fm. That means frequency modulation.
Mm-hmm.
The Good News Podcast.
Where they give you like one piece of good news every day?
The Good News Podcast is your daily reminder that it's not all bad, produced by Cards Against Humanity.
So you're on day 3 now, Jack.
Welcome to day 3. In order to deliver on our promise to save America, we knew we needed to tackle our country's biggest issue, wealth inequality. The richest 0.1% of Americans have as much wealth as the bottom 90%. I think I'm in the 90s. Our lawyers wouldn't let us pursue our first choice, a campaign to eat all the rich people and live in their houses.
To wait, what?
To eat all the rich people and live in their houses. So we settled for something more
Still not
achievable.
as delicious as fish food.
That's true. Today, Cards Against Humanity has redistributed your wealth. Using the survey you filled out when you signed up, we identified the 100 poorest recipients and sent them each a check for $1,000. To see how this $1,000 is impacting these people's lives, read their stories at Cards Against Humanity redistributesyourwealth.com. The next 10,000 poorest recipients got a $15 refund check. You got nothing, and if you don't like it, tough titties. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. and it legitimately says that.
I love you, Cards Against Humanity. Oh, and it says tough titties.
It does say tough titties.
Sorry, Jay. You weren't one of the poorest people.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm okay with not being poor enough where I had to have them give me money, so I think I'm doing all right.
All right.
I'm okay with that. And if I got to help someone who was really a Cards Against Humanity fan, and I could help them, double awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
3 stars, 4 stars.
Day 4.
Day 4, 4 stars. Well, this letter looks... Oh, no, it looks about the same.
This just has 2 pieces of paper.
I'm really hoping that this ends with like an autographed picture of John Stamos.
That'd be cool.
That would be good.
Dear Citizen, mounting
How did they know?
sociological evidence confirms something we've always suspected. Homework sucks gorilla balls. It alienates students from their families and communities and stifles creativity from a young age. Agree. That's why today, with the help of our favorite nonprofit, DonorsChoose.org, we're asking teachers to join us in destroying homework once and for all. We posed the question, what are ways to help kids learn besides assigning homework? Teachers came up with a ton of ideas like field trips, family game nights, or just letting kids be fucking kids. You can support these projects by donating at DonorsChoose.org/CAH-homework, and we'll match your donations up to $100,000. Why are we doing all this? Because homework blows leathery rhino dong. Still not convinced? Please find enclosed a policy paper written by the Vice President of the Chicago, bless you, Children's Museum, arguing conclusively that homework gargles will come. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. And they did, in fact, add the letter saying it gargles whale come, or whatever they said. I don't remember.
It was very official.
It really is.
So far, they're impressing me.
Right? So day 5, much like me after Chinese Friday, got a little larger. Oh, I still have the cards in here too.
Oh.
Ooh.
So you can open the day 5 cards.
May I see the packaging?
Sure. Did
Oh.
I'll bet you never guess how this salutation starts.
Hey, fucker.
Nope. Dear citizen,
No. That's close.
would you rather be smart and sad or dumb and happy?
Dumb and happy.
Today we are launching a monthly public opinion poll called Cards Against Humanity's Pulse of the Nation. Each month we'll ask Americans the most interesting and important questions and analyze their responses using rigorous methodology. You funded this poll through the end of 2018, allowing us to continue asking questions like, do you support nationalism? Oh wait, white nationalism. My God, contacts are dry. And do you think it's okay to pee in the shower? Well, it could be whale.
I kind of like it better with whale
Yeah,
nationalism.
whale nationalism. You know what?
Whale
Whales
na-
are good people.
They
Yeah.
deserve nationalism.
Whales are people too.
That's true. Enclosed are the most interesting and statistically significant results from our first 2 months of polling. We'll continue to publish the results every month at thepulseofthenation.com. Nate Silver,
Wait.
retired bitch.
Things said at a bar.
What? Whales deserve representation?
No.
Things said at a bar.
Never mind. He got it, probably.
No, I'm too tired. I love you. Cards Against Humanity.
Is that what's said at a bar?
No.
P.S. At Cards Against Humanity, we are very smart and very sad.
But this came with a card thing.
It did. And we're going to open them in a minute.
No, I meant that thing.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, it has just a bunch of, like, numbers
charts
and, yeah, stuff. I mean,
There you go.
but wait. There's one more day.
Okay.
Hey, Doug.
Yes,
How long is your sports segment?
I think it's like 4 minutes.
Cool. We have plenty of time for sports. We did.
This is going to take like a long time.
No.
Whales are people too.
But
Come on! Now it's funny. Now it's funny.
it's a little funny.
So this one's
It's about funny.
this one's salutation starts a little different. Any guesses?
Morning, fuckers.
Dear citizen, let's face it, baseball is boring.
Yep.
Today we used your money to save America's pastime. While we were unable to alter the basic mechanics of the game, we were able to buy the naming rights to a minor league baseball stadium in Joliet, Illinois. Kindly remove your caps and stand for the Cards Against Humanity Baseball Place, the new home of the Joliet Slammers. The Slammers are lovable underdogs with a middling record of 42 and 55. We've adopted the Slammers as our favorite team and can't wait to cheer them on this spring against the Schaumburg Boomers. Fuck those guys. As a patron of this stadium, you get to be part of the most elite fandom in professional sports. Please find enclosed one ticket, which they did, to see any Slammers game this spring, a poster of the stadium, and a pack of baseball cards so you can get to know some of our favorite ballers like David Cash Money Gonzalez and Andrew the Milkman Zellner. Learn more at cardsagainsthumanitysavesbaseball.com. I love you, and God bless America. Cards Against Humanity.
That's funny.
Hey, give me that. You can't go to Illinois without me.
I wouldn't go to Illinois with you.
Oh, all right.
Are you going to go this season? Are you going to
What's-
take like a
what's-
road trip to Illinois?
No.
Are you sure?
I have the New Haven yard cat goat raven things here in
The lawnmowers.
Connecticut. The lawnmowers. Why the hell would I go all the way out there? I don't even want to see what we have.
Because Illinois is... Actually, no. Illinois is not better. Wow.
Oh.
So
That's-
you can see at home.
It's a blueprint of
It's
the
an
stadium.
actual legit blueprint of the stadium.
Nice.
Look,
Actually-
it even smells like new.
It smells like new.
Yeah.
All I smell is fish food. Interesting poll. Illinois was the only state that ranked worse than Connecticut for people who thought their state was a shithole.
Wow.
Percentage of people.
Well, we're at like 99.7. So what were they at? 0.8, 0.9.
Well, actually, the real numbers were Illinois was somewhere between 21 and 25%. I think Illinois was like 21.3%. Connecticut was like 20.7%.
Obviously, 79.7% of our population haven't gotten the message yet.
Uh-huh.
And for that, we're sorry.
Yep. And like Connecticut and like Rhode Island and Illinois were like way ahead of everyone else. Rhode Island's not so bad except for the corruption.
Yeah, if you look beyond that, then it's just Connecticut. So.
Yep.
True statement.
Oh, we're going to play a small game of Cards Against Humanity and get kicked off the air?
No.
Aww.
But I am going to show you...
No, don't show us that. We've seen it.
Oh.
Norway, like stickers, Norway once knighted a penguin?
Yes.
They did?
It is Norway.
All right, that's fair enough, yeah. You're right there?
The Good News Podcast.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see what it said.
Oh, it's just all sorts of left.
And then there's some percentage...
Wow,
thing.
so they gave you that stuff.
Thank you.
Oh,
What is this, like a bookmark?
there's stickers.
Oh.
All right, well, we can open any of those up, or you want to go into tech news?
Oh, not that one.
What are you thinking, Jay?
Whatever you want. I'm here for your entertainment.
Well, I don't know if you want to open those up or not, or if we were going to tech news.
Well, we can do this in a little bit. I think day 5 is the only day that didn't have cards.
Doug, how are we on sports, since we were just talking about baseball?
Doug sports, Doug sports.
It's there.
All right, well, tell you what.
Is it frozen?
It's a carbon-based life form.
You just go ahead and start rolling out whenever it decides to pick up and play, and we'll just stop talking when it does.
Yeah.
All right. You sure?
Yeah,
why
sure
not?
as we're ever going to be. Don't forget to watch sports with Doug Sports, Doug Sports, Doug
Sports.
Sports. With Doug and sports.
Did you mention Doug?
Don't forget Doug and sports and Doug and sports, Doug sports.
Does it have pizza?
It should. Oh my god, we should make like an intro song. Like sports and Doug and sports.
College football team this year. It's not as dumb as you think. This is, well, it could be what's in the case, but this is insert title here. Yeah, insert it yourself. Oh, wait. The University of Central Florida. That school where somebody who used to work here graduated from. And also somebody else who used to work here had a cousin who played there. Anyway, everybody's had a really good laugh at the University of Central Florida having a national championship parade for their football team in Orlando. Why? They didn't win the national championship. Alabama's number 1. All right, there's 2 parts to this. The first part is the University of Central Florida on the field finished undefeated. The nation's only undefeated team. They beat a top 25 Memphis team twice. They upset Auburn, which was ranked, I think, number 7 at the time, upset Auburn, which beat both Alabama and Georgia, the 2 teams that competed for the national title. And they also whooped Big Ten Maryland. Even worse, they did it on the road, UCF. They did it even worse than Wisconsin, which was everybody's favorite team. They did it even worse than Wisconsin did to Maryland at home. So, they've beaten people. That's part 1. Part 2 is the system is really flawed. The College Football Playoff, or CFP, which we have now, is the most ironclad system we've had in place in a long time, actually forever, in naming a national football champion. It's worked very well, but there are still problems. First of all, it's exclusionary. I'm not a big fan. There's only 4 teams in it. I'm not a big fan of expanding it. The NCAA has 68 teams in its men's basketball tournament, and still so many deserving teams get left out. So how many teams do you have to add to make it fair? But UCF never had the chance to prove the point on the field. You can say that Alabama is number 1 or Georgia would have been number 1, and to be honest, we feel that Alabama is number 1, but we'll never know. We'll never know. It was never played out on the field. Nobody thought UCF could beat Auburn, and that's exactly what they did. So the system is flawed. Yeah, the CFP is the best system we have, but A, it's exclusionary. There's only 4 teams. People are already arguing that, the Big Ten hasn't had its champion in the playoff for 2 years, or the Pac-12, what about them? Okay, they're arguing over these big conferences, and with so much money at stake, there is no way, never's a long time, but there's no way a smaller school, no matter how deserving, no way they will ever show up in the playoff. ever. Plus, even the name is fakey, all right? The NCAA does not run Division 1A football. It doesn't. The college football playoff runs itself. The NCAA crowns champions at every other level of football, or at least most others, but not Division 1A. They're playing a different game. Even the name college football playoff is fakey because it insinuates it's the only college football playoff, but it's not. Central Connecticut State called their level. Division I AA has its own championship. Wesleyan called, that's Division III. They have their own championship. Southern Connecticut State called, that's Division II. They have their own plenty of teams and plenty of future pros play at those levels. College football playoff does not equal only playoffs. So it's exclusionary. It's a little bit fakey. It ultimately didn't decide it on the field. You can scoff about the parade. You can scoff about UCF, but UCF has one of the best cases ever. And we can't disprove it on the field. You just can't disprove it. By the way, Alabama not the unanimous champion. The Associated Press, 4 Associated Press voters voted UCF number 1. Now pay attention to this part, right? Seriously. Whatever you're doing, because you hate this part of the show and all this, pay attention to this is important. This might make it worth. This is very important. 4 Associated Press voters in this entire country named the University of Central Florida number 1. So Alabama is not your unanimous champion. Do you know who one of those voters was? One of the voters of the 4 in the entire nation that nominated UCF for number 1 is the guy from the Republican American. Yes, that Republican American. I think his name is Ed Daigneault from the Waterbury Republican American named UCF number 1. So did a computer program that the NCAA used to use but no one uses anymore called the Colley Matrix. That computer spit out UCF as number 1 too.
Thanks, Dad.
They didn't play anyone until their freaking conference championship. Not a single ranked opponent till their conference championship. And then it was too late. You know, if you want to blame anyone, you can blame the UCF athletic department for arranging such a shitty schedule. I mean, come on. If you want to play like Troy, like teams from Troy, like 15 weeks of the year and expect to be in the championship game, come on. Come on! It's not going to happen, dog. It's not going to happen. Listen, if you're like Tulane, like you're playing like Tulane Adjunct College Community College as your like 3rd week game, and you're like, how come we're not ranked number 1? It's like, you know, that's kind of like, I don't know.
Wondering why I'm not ranked number 1 in NCAA football?
Yes, it's exactly like that. Pat is currently undefeated in NCAA football right now. Why did he go to the playoffs, Doug? Huh?
I deserve my own bowl. I had a bowl of cereal this morning, but that doesn't count for shit.
UCF had a guy with one hand. I wanted to see him in the title game. That would have been cool. He's an awesome player, but he has one hand.
Yeah, but I'm left-handed, so, I mean, that
That's
counts
a
as
good
one
point.
hand.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Mike Whitaker's cousin played there. Doesn't that count for anything?
No.
See?
I guess you're
Just another reason why they shouldn't have gone to the playoff.
Because we know somebody that vaguely went there, yes. got it.
Basically, yeah. All I'm saying is, if you want anyone to blame their athletic department for arranging just an awful, awful schedule. They have no one to blame but themselves. They could maybe they could have beat Alabama. I doubt it. I'm a little pissed at Georgia right now because they didn't win. I had $50 on riding on them in Vegas.
Me too.
I had $50 on Georgia. Listen, until like 4 minutes left in the game, that was a smart bet.
Why did this? Why were you even interested? Why did this happen?
Because I needed some reason to be interested in the game. I'm like, I got $50. Screw it.
There had to be. Was it the red helmets? You picked the red helmet. You like the bulldog.
I just didn't want Alabama to
All
win.
right, that'll do it.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, they've won enough. Let's give it to the underdogs. Plus, the reason I bet on Georgia was because they were a 3-2 payout.
Wow, you must have been full of dopamine when Alabama lined up to win the game at the buzzer. And
I was
missed. You must have been shot up on adrenaline.
No, I wasn't even watching actually.
All right.
I saw I through halftime. I'm like, wow, Georgia's up. This is great. And then I went to go do some other work stuff, and then I had played some slots, and I looked at it, and I'm like, all right, the game is tied. And I'm like, all right, screw this. I know where this is going. I'd pretty much already written it off with about 5 minutes left in the game, going, God damn it, Georgia, you had this. You had this and you blew it. You know that awful feeling you're gonna feel in about like 6 minutes when this whole game is over. You freaking deserve it. You blew it. You deserve it. Your defense fell apart. Gone. It's not even there anymore. It's not even there. Matter of fact, they come back next season, still gone. They're like, they just got up and they're like, you know what? Bet we can win the Division 2. And then they walked off the field. This is what happened.
You're very passionate about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Press plus $50.
Can I ask you a question?
I could have won 75. God damn it.
You can ask me a question. Yes,
Can I ask you both a question?
Sure.
Speaking of money,
I already paid you.
not the way I wanted though. Would you pay $26 for a Whopper?
No.
Oh,
But
I did enjoy that commercial.
Yeah.
Wait. What's the catch?
Although it is a really weird commercial.
It is
and
an
it
odd
always
commercial.
is awkward, like, because then you're like, in your head, you're, all right, explain the concept of the commercial before I get too far into this.
So Burger King, of all people, Burger King has come out with a commercial
Can I see?
supporting net neutrality. Net neutrality is?
Is basically saying that all internet traffic shall be treated equally, meaning there are no fast lanes or slow lanes for any particular internet traffic, meaning the same data packet you get from Netflix is treated exactly the same you get from our YouTube channel, which is treated exactly the same as you get from our Twitter page, which is exactly the same as you get when you visit Cablevision's lovely website, or what are the LTs? I don't care what the hell you're calling them, or their website with whatever the hell they put on the air.
So picture it as I-84, but every single lane is identical, and you don't have the HOV lane, so, hey, we have this, so we can go faster in this lane, and not all you humps and tractor trailers. But then there's no slow lane over here. It's like, I'm a tractor trailer, and I'm fully loaded, and I can only go this fast.
Imagine
So all cars go exactly the same speed.
basically, like, imagine, yeah, that's actually a really good parallel. So imagine every lane on 84
Every car has its own lane.
well, imagine every lane on 84 was a different speed limit,
Yep.
and like one was 35, 55, 75,
Yep.
and you could pay $3 to go in the 55, but you know, maybe it's $5 if you're going all the way to Rhode Island,
Right.
You know, so that basically they start charging you for like.
But
Oh, you want to get there a little quicker?
Well, no,
All
you
You can
right.
pay $15 and you can get to the
it's
75.
well, imagine this. Like, imagine like net neutrality in like state of Connecticut. Like, they want you to stay in the state of Connecticut. So if you're going to something in Connecticut, there's no charge. But if you're going to Rhode Island, they charge you $5.
We're on the road to Rhode Island.
Until you hit that
Yeah.
wall. Oh,
Yeah.
can't afford it.
So what Burger King did was they created a commercial where they said, oh, you just paid the standard fare for your Whopper. So you're going to have to wait 40 minutes for your Whopper because you just paid the $4 and change, whatever it is, for a Whopper. If you had paid, what was it, like the $26, because that was the title of the story, asshole. If you paid the $26, you could have gotten your Whopper in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But you didn't, so now you're going to sit here and wait.
So it's basically it's those commercials are always awkward because you're never sure. Like, you watch those and then you're wondering, are those real people? If those are real people, that's a pretty shitty thing to do to them, even though you probably gave them coupons afterwards. And you're completely ignoring like the parable and the whole intent of the commercial to begin with.
They're probably actors, but they just didn't tell them what they were getting.
Right.
What the scene was going to be,
Right.
so their shock was real.
Just react as you normally would.
Meanwhile, some guy in the back is like,
Just go in there and act normal.
Yep.
oh, Loretta, this is the one.
So they did that, and then they said, well, since you've been waiting a little while, we'll give you the bag that you can put the Whopper in, but you still have to wait for the Whopper. So it's like, oh, you've now landed at nsls.tv. And you can see that, oh, we're at the site, but none of the content loads, so you can't see the fire.
You have to wait an extra.
You have to wait to see the
15
fire.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Burger King's getting in on the act because what the FCC chair.
There's more and more people going against them. There's
Basically, the entire commissions, the FCC, are resigning because of this guy.
What are the odds that net neutrality is actually going to still be a thing?
They have way too much heat.
Here's basically what's going to happen. They're
gonna do Peter Griffin and back up out of the door like nothing ever happened.
I don't think they are. What's going to happen is the midterms are going to come along.
Yeah.
And if the Democrats do get enough of a majority, you will get some Republicans coming over to the side of net neutrality
and be like, "Yep, I agree with
There's
you."
already 2 or 4.
There needs to be more than that because they'll need to override a veto from Donald Trump. That's basically what it comes down to.
So if you want to pay $26 for a Whopper,
yeah,
there you go. Let's move on because we're already
But
almost
hooray
at
for
10
Burger
o'clock.
King for getting it on the act.
Yeah, I like it. Very, very substantial scientific.
How substantial?
I guess creation would be
very
Very, very.
Okay.
Is somebody launching a car into space?
No, we already went over that.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
But they have cloned a macaque monkey.
A what?
A macaque. I did that just for you guys. But it actually is the type of monkey they cloned.
Uh-huh.
They
Sure it
cloned...
is.
What's the
they
type though?
They cloned macaque.
Macaque.
They make clones that small?
Oh, yeah. Very small monkey. It's like 1.5 feet tall.
You're real bad with measurements.
Or maybe I'm really
It's
good.
really 3 feet tall.
This whole scale thing is...
Here's the legend for what it really looks like. Let me give you the map. It's that big.
Oh.
All right, anyways.
So, scientists have been able to clone a lot of stuff since Dolly the sheep, was that her name?
Yeah, the very
Were
first
they
one
able to
back in
clone
the
a
90s.
$26
Back
Whopper?
in a $26 Whopper, they cloned that and they made 2 Whoppers. Still $26 each.
That's a
But
whoopee.
they've done from dogs to ponies, but primates have been very elusive.
Well,
Until
that's
now.
because they're quick.
That's true.
They're nimble like monkeys.
But now they've done it twice, and they now have Hua Hua and Zong Zong.
You know what's really easy to clone?
Haha.
Sloths.
Ah.
It's just
Yeah, that's true.
got one. What do I do with it now? Oh, it wants to cuddle.
Aw.
Aww.
So
Did you know
I did not.
that the
Did not
sl-
know.
the
Nope, didn't know
sloth
it.
the sloth will spend 45 minutes, up to 45 minutes, climbing down a tree to poop because it won't poop up from in the tree to climb back up it. So it spends
An hour and a half.
an hour and a half just defecating,
But how many times a day
That
does he
sounds
do it?
like Jay.
like 2 or 3. You know, so it's just climbing up, eating.
So that's
Climbing
4.5
back down.
hours
Yeah.
a day just going to shit and going back.
So the laziest animal takes the most care in pooping.
Maybe we should learn something from that.
Yeah.
Slow
Try
down a
not to
little.
try not to bear down so much, Pat.
True that.
No, I take 45 minutes to poop every time.
Every
That's
time.
true.
Where's Pat? Lunch? Nope. Poop.
Poop.
Oh,
Yeah.
So this
second one today.
Wow.
this process of making
Now
these
that
two monkeys.
I haven't watched now. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
well.
it's only 9 o'clock.
Yep.
He's worked 15 minutes.
It's true.
But it was a very productive 15 minutes.
Wasn't it?
Very
though?
true. So this process not easy at all.
No, cloning?
No.
No. Last
Especially
time it was pretty
primates.
hard. Yeah.
127 eggs and 79 embryos were used to get this one result.
Well, that's a lot.
It's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
The
Well, you know what they say. You gotta crack a lot of eggs to make an omelet.
too soon.
Oh.
Both monkeys are healthy.
Yeah.
And genetic tests have
Zing, zing,
confirmed.
and ding, ding are good.
Ding dong, yes.
Yeah.
Genetic tests have confirmed that they really are clones. They are duplicates. And here's where it starts to
Where
get
the
a
other
little,
monkey's like, one of us. One of us.
no, actually be two of
No,
us.
Two of us.
The monkey stood up and put like white face paint on.
Right.
And he said, "Bring me Mark Wahlberg."
Yes. No one ever says that.
No.
Well, he's gonna be Planet of the Apes.
I know, but no one ever says that on purpose.
Oh.
At least not anymore. After
Bring me your most expendable human.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, I know. That's how they get him to deliver Mark Wahlberg. But I'm saying after his last thing where he basically demanded $1.5 million.
Oh, so did you guys cover that?
No.
Okay.
You want to
Yeah,
give us a little Mark Wahlberg
So,
tidbit?
what's the movie called? The Cost of Money or something like that?
The bird thing about
There was a movie that starred what's his putz, kind of a douchebag.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
The Scent of Money or whatever it is. And,
Yeah, that sounds like her. Yeah,
and
I'll
it
go with
was,
that.
and it was getting all this Oscar buzz. Then the whole thing kind of blew up.
Then
in
it
the
all
face.
fell apart, Johnny. It's all over.
They hired somebody else who actually I think is a grandson of one of the actors in it.
Uh-huh.
And they had to reshoot all of his scenes.
Right.
And all the actors came back, and the director had initially said, "Yeah, everybody agreed that this was worth doing," and everybody came back of their own.
And they basically reshot it because of all the sexual allegations. against
Exactly,
Kevin Spacey.
and they did a great job with
Yep.
that. And that was the original publicized story. And it was like, that's a really good story. Like actors and a studio getting behind this. They believe in the movie. They believe in the fact that this is a wrong thing. So they're just completely getting him out of the movie.
Here's the thing.
Turns out,
Mark Wahlberg.
No. Yeah, okay. Just we can start with Mark Wahlberg.
He had final approval rights on what was it, casting?
Yes.
He had final casting approval rights.
So either way,
Yeah.
for Mark Wahlberg to come back, it turns out it cost him $1.1 million. 1.5? Sorry, my numbers were off.
Yeah.
$1.5 million to reshoot this movie. Do you know what Michelle Williams, an Oscar award?
No, well, essentially Mark Wahlberg said, "You're going to pay me $1.5 million, or I'm not signing off."
which
Yeah.
they had to.
Yeah,
And you know what they paid Michelle Williams?
I do. You want me to spoil it?
Sure, go ahead.
$1,000.
which was $75 per day or something like
Yeah, it was scale.
that. Not even.
Yeah.
Not even. It was $75 per day.
Yep.
Mark Wahlberg. Now, he's come a long way in his acting.
Let's not get crazy.
He's come a long way since Marky Mark. Admit it, he's a serviceable actor. Serviceable.
I guess serviceable.
Okay. It's a Transformer. But no, anyways, it's my Mark Wahlberg Transformer impersonation. Anyways,
Pretty good. It's pretty.
you know, he's done some good movies.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Not great.
Not great, but good. Good.
So, never really won any awards. Michelle Williams, Manchester by the Sea, Brokeback Mountain, and I think she was
And other movies.
and a bunch of other like Oscar award-winning contending movies.
And other small budget stuff which you have never seen.
$75 per day.
Yep.
$75 per day.
Yep.
In Hollywood, they can't buy a latte.
Yep. It
buy
can't,
me
it
lunch.
can't buy a latte at all.
What kind of tomfuckery is that?
Yeah. So and
Well,
then
and-
essentially it came out and then he was like, I'm donating $1.5 million to.
We don't care.
Yeah.
You're still a teabag.
Yeah. So now he pretty much shit his career.
Because
Yeah.
he's like, show me the money and I'll be in your movie.
Right.
Or I'll do whatever you need me to do, but you need to really pay me.
Right.
Like, what did they reshoot for? 2 weeks?
Something like that.
2 weeks of his time is worth $1.5 million?
Apparently. It was basically blackmail. Is what he did.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to win Oscars for this movie?
Right. Boom, 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 boom.
And he's not even going to get any awards for it.
Good.
Michelle Williams might.
Yay!
What's the old guy might?
Was it Gary Oldman? Who they reshoot
No. Well, no. It was I forget the names. I feel bad because they actually did do a good job.
Oh well.
But anyways, go on.
Bummer.
We
Hey, we got other tech news.
yeah. Well, we
So,
still
here-
we still haven't even finished that first chimpanzee thing.
Yeah. Tell us more about macaque.
No, I don't want
It's got bumps on it. You should check it out.
No.
Just leave it alone; it'll go away.
Yeah.
You know what I heard on a podcast that some guys were talking about how they got crabs, and
Wow. Thanks for that, Pat. That's great.
and this is what happens when I'm out for 2 weeks. It's just these thoughts start like vomiting out, and the guy said, "Just get some."
This is why you can't miss shows. It just builds up.
One of the guys said that he talked to somebody who said, "Just get some cream, you'll be fine. They're not real crabs." And he said that he found one and he held it up to a light and he looked at it. He's like, "I'll be damned, that is a tiny little crab."
Great.
Now I'm curious about what crabs actually look like. I mean, I know what crabs look like, but what do crabs look like?
You mean pubic lice?
Yeah, I really.
Great. Let's hope you never find out, I guess.
Well, if I do, it'd be a shock to me.
Anyways. Great.
Go on.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I don't think that there is no safe area anymore, Jay.
No, go read.
There is no safe area. The safe area is gone.
Keep going on about my
It's all
cock.
gone.
No, the monkeys are done.
Yep.
They're alive. Will it go to humans? Probably not.
Stop playing with his monkey.
Next.
Wait, what about the
What? What, dog? You feel like
how the story wrapped up?
they cloned some monkeys.
I never hear the
The end.
Don't worry, neither does anyone else. Moving
They
on.
cloned monkeys. That's it. That's the big one because it's the first primate.
So when do they clone
clone.
humans? And if they clone a human, do I still have my own?
They're likely not, because look at how many eggs and embryos it took for one cloning of monkeys, and we're even more complex than them.
Not really.
Yeah, enough.
We're smarter. We're not more complex.
Well,
We're
some of us.
complex.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to one of us? We're complex.
Yeah, we have thoughts.
I think it was simple, but all right.
We're simple.
Like if they cloned one of you and one of you had brain damage, how would we know?
In my case,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Okay, I was checking.
President Trump has removed something from the 2025 budget. What was it?
I
Hair
know
follicles.
the answer to this.
Hair follicles. Hair follicles for 1,000.
Wait, I know the answer to this.
Go for it.
Hope.
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
No.
he removed
Money
something.
for the International Space Station.
Correct.
Yeah. Even
No.
though it has a lifespan until at least 2028.
but still,
True.
Yeah.
yeah, it might need some money.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna let it crash.
Well, here's the nice part. Probably someone else deciding the budget before 2025. Good chance.
But here's the thing: the final budget doesn't come out until February 12th,
right.
so things could
So
change.
you're telling me there's a chance.
Meanwhile, the guy in the space station is like, please, 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 please. I haven't eaten in 3 weeks.
Well, here's the thing of it is there are some things that will eventually wear out on the station. For instance, like the solar panels. The intense solar radiation causes the protective glass over those solar panels to darken, actually.
Right. Which is not
so
good for them.
when the solar panels were new, they were 220 kilowatts total. It's actually a lot of power when you think about it.
Right.
They're predicting by 2028, I believe.
1 kilowatt.
No, they'll be down to 160.
Well, that's not
So
good.
there's
That's almost
also,
half.
There's also micrometeorites that will sometimes take out some of those cells and stuff like that.
Right.
The other thing is the International Space Station orbits the Earth several times a day, and in that it goes through several cycles exposed to the sun, and then that's a lot of thermal stress on the metal on the exterior.
Yes,
It's like
extremely
super heat,
hot,
super cold,
yeah.
super heat, super cold, super heat, super cold, super heat, cold.
And for anybody who doesn't know, now it's still in the electromagnetic field of Earth.
Right.
So it's semi-protected while it's still behind the sun, but since it's not getting any of the actual sun,
It's inside the Van Allen belt.
there's no actual heat from the core of the Earth or any of the atmosphere to heat it, so it gets like space cold, like like you see in a movie. It gets that cold,
cold
compared to boiling hot.
Right. So, but at this point, there's still no reason to believe the lifespan would be any less than 2028 right now.
But still, you still want to keep it funded.
Yeah, generally.
Until Nikola...
Space.
What's his name? I was going to say Nikola Tesla. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Launches a car straight through it.
Yeah.
He thinks
that's actually good.
He thinks it's like Mario Kart, and if he goes through the ring, he gets extra points.
No, if you think about it, that's awesome if he does that. Because then his auto insurance will have to pay for a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, your car did what?
Oh, you had the $100 billion policy? Yeah. Oh, good.
Thank God.
How did it get up there?
Oh,
Listen,
sure, you have your own rocket.
Let's not argue about who shot who into space.
Yeah.
Who pushed the red button?
It was the guy who wanted the Tesla.
Yeah, it was the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Screw you.
is he at fault? Okay,
think-
we're gonna
we're gonna assign 10% blame to him.
We're gonna call his insurance company.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this poor guy's auto insurance. Your monthly payment is now $3 million.
And in other news, Geico has gone out of business because of an accident in space with a car.
Good times.
So, the U.S. is only currently committed to funding the space station through 2024, but most expected we continue to do it through 2028. At that point, NASA was expected to turn over the U.S. operations of the station to commercial space companies, i.e. SpaceX and the rest.
Yep.
However, it's unlikely that'll be doable by 2024 or 25. Now, losing the space station as a low Earth orbit destination early would be a huge blow to both NASA and private space flight companies because that's basically a jumping pad.
It's big. It's a refueling station. It's everything.
But their argument is that ending operations early will let us focus resources on deeper space exploration, but they obviously don't understand how this works.
Right. You don't understand how this works. You don't understand how any of this works.
Yeah, it's an absolute
Deep
necessary.
space? They don't understand how deep space works?
No, they don't understand why the space station is important. So we can all right, let's just go to here first,
Refuel,
and
get our
then
food,
we'll keep going.
Yes, because you can launch a lighter, more sophisticated rocket with more electronics out into space, refuel it there, get all your food and everything out there, and then you can just launch really easily from there. Like a feather in the wind.
So they're
Did I
saying,
just make a point?
No, I was thinking about something else.
Oh.
I'm wondering, quick aside, still about space. You guys heard of the Google Lunar X Prize?
Is that where they give out like candy?
It was. All right, I'm just throwing this out there.
They're like dropping Tootsie
Not quite.
Tootsie Rolls from the atmosphere.
All right, so the Google Lunar X Prize had certain requirements, but it basically offered up to a $20 million prize for anyone who could send like a rover to the moon and would send back HD images. Elon Musk is shooting his car into space.
Yeah. He's trying to win that
I'm
money?
just throwing it out there. Listen, that's one hell of a rover. It's electric powered. You slap just the friggin' handycam on there,
as long as it's HD.
you know?
I mean, I guess it's true. Wait, what's the price?
$20 million.
How much does it cost to launch a rocket?
That one?
Yeah.
His cost?
Yeah.
$70 million.
So what's his point of doing that?
They got to test the rocket anyways.
So you're gonna launch
I think
it.
it's $20 million back.
That's what I'm saying. That is a hell of a rebate.
Where's the rocket aimed, sir? Don't
worry about it.
Worry.
Deep space.
Push the button.
Push the button. Push the button. That'd be a hell of a rover.
3 months later, look, guys, look at my simulator. You're just driving around Mars.
By the way,
Look,
another aside.
battery's dead. Solar panels out.
Imagine you're a bit of an old man, 40 years from now, but now it's possible to take trips to the moon.
Why not ride around in a Tesla?
No, what if it fails and you go there, you can see the first car crash in space?
That would be funny.
You just see this Tesla, the front hood cratered in, and it's just the back end sticking out, the wheel still
Still turning
because there's no air resistance, I'm just saying. That'd be fantastic.
So close.
So
Meanwhile,
close.
always we need another rocket.
Yep.
I need to get this rebate.
Good times. Space!
We do that again? Yeah, I pulled back because it really hurt.
I'm just waiting for the next news story.
I never know when you're done.
We stopped talking.
That doesn't mean anything.
It usually means something.
Facebook has just recently gotten the exclusive streaming rights for...
Hockey.
First steak?
Steak? I like steak. Num, num, num.
No?
Wasabi?
Nope. I'll give you a hint.
Is it a sport?
WSL.
World Soccer League.
Well, you got two of the three. It's the
World.
important S one that you don't have.
Slinky!
That would be amazing.
World Slug League.
No.
World,
Skiing.
Think more Hawaii.
World,
Surfing!
Aha.
No, it's not surfing. World Shark League.
Ooh,
No.
sharks.
World Schona Coffee.
That's interesting.
League.
So right now you can watch championship events for free on Facebook or through the WSL website and mobile app. But that's about to change because Facebook has inked a historic partnership, in quotes.
Historic.
That'll make it the exclusive platform for WSL streaming.
Exclusive.
It covers all men and women championship tour events
Men and women.
in 2018 and 19,
19.
as well as the junior championships, qualifying series, 10,000, and big wave tour events.
Well, you all know how big surfing is here in Connecticut.
True that. If in the United States, you will find the streams on
Fortune
Facebook's
Empires.
Watch service.
Well, I will be watching it if only to watch for Hawaii. That's really about the size of it.
It'd be like, the water.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And
Yeah.
now in the water. Now,
Aw.
New York's governor has done something very interesting and found a loophole in federal law.
Did you know that I saw
Just one.
I saw a map of New York without any city on it, like what it would look like? Mm-hmm. It's much smaller. They have pushed the land out quite a bit.
A lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yep.
New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo signed an executive order today requiring any internet service provider with a state contract to honor the principles of net neutrality.
Nice.
Now, starting March 1st, any internet provider entering or renewing a government contract will be required to sign a binding agreement ensuring that it will uphold the ideals of net neutrality and will not block, throttle, or prioritize internet content. If they don't, the companies will not be granted a state contract. Montana's Governor Steve Bullock did a very similar order.
Bollocks.
No, more like Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Exactly.
Yep.
Signed a very similar order earlier this week. Now, the FCC's net neutrality protection repeal specifically stated that states could not override the FCC's regulations with their own legislation, and both states could see legal pushback from the agency. However, because these orders aren't exactly laws requiring ISPs to adhere to the net neutrality principles and are instead regulations that block ISPs from government contracts, these orders may actually exist within a legal loophole.
Interesting.
So,
Well, how about that? I have nothing on my calendar.
that's good for once.
So sad.
Oh.
Anyways.
Did you go to Target today?
Oh, no, I didn't. What time are they open till?
Fail.
Why? What's on Target today?
Tim Tams. Dark chocolate Tim Tams.
Delicious.
Yep.
You owe
Okay,
somebody.
hold
Thank
on,
you
I'm
for
looking
that.
stuff up.
You're looking at when Target closes.
Yeah.
NASA has tested light foldable plane wings for supersonic flights. Successfully at that.
Ooh, ah.
So
Ooh, ah.
planes that can fold their wings potentially have the potential to fly faster than their peers
And also crash.
and also crash. But NASA has recently made headway into their development. They've conducted a series of test flights proving that it can control the wings it designed to move into any position.
Now, is this
And that the-
mid-flight? Like
It's not the actual wing itself. You know the little winglets?
Yeah. Yes, the fins.
Interesting.
Up to 70 degrees upwards or downwards.
While supersonic.
Neat.
Because you can manipulate air with that and...
Can you just say, yeah?
You could.
That's exactly what would happen. Can you imagine being
Yeah.
supersonic and then just 70-degree turn?
Liquefy, but yeah, I can
That's
imagine.
a yeah. And then there's just
Yeah.
a little...
Yeah.
No, yeah. You're just a puddle in the back of the plane.
Right.
Meanwhile, I still want to call him Nikola Tesla for some reason. Maybe he's a reincarnated.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is just like, good.
Good.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Now, this kind of technology has existed for some time, but it's required the use of heavy hydraulic systems, obviously, because lots of moving and
Lots of
friction.
You know,
pressure
yeah,
against it. Yeah.
pressures and stuff.
You know, air.
pressure.
Yeah, NASA's version does not need this.
Because it's in space.
It relies on the
They
properties.
just don't really do anything there. It's just like, beep,
Yep.
That's true.
oh no.
It relies on the properties of a temperature-activated material called shape memory alloy.
Also known as the hot pocket.
Yes.
One part gets really hot, and the
Yeah,
other part gets really cold.
Yeah.
Upon being heated, the alloy activates a twisting motion in the tube serving as the wing's actuator,
And also
moving
smells
the
like
wings'
mozzarella.
outer portion up to 70 degrees upwards or downwards.
I thought you were going to count it. You didn't count it.
No.
Can you count it?
No.
Can you count
The
it?
foldable wings will give typical planes like commercial airliners a way to adapt to different flight conditions. They can also give pilots more control over their aircraft and could even lead to more fuel-efficient flights, which means cheaper to get to Hawaii.
Yay.
Planes designed to fly at supersonic speeds, which is
The speed of sound.
good. However, we'll get more out of this technology.
I was going to give you a speed, but it varies depending on temperature, pressure, and altitude.
Nope. Renewable energy may be cheaper than fossil fuels
You don't say.
as early as...
Now.
23.
Final answer?
2023.
Now.
Like right meow?
Right meow.
No. 2020.
Well, it depends on what fossil fuel you're talking about.
The ones made by fossils.
Well, I mean, like right now,
They're just sitting in a cave. Tink.
like right now, solar and wind are cheaper on a per watt basis,
Including
than
installation.
including installation, than coal and most like bunker oil or diesel power plants. They're not cheaper than liquefied natural gas.
I like national gas better.
Natural gas.
Natural gas.
Liquefied natural gas. So they're cheaper than some fossil fuels now already.
Isn't liquefied natural gas what Jay calls the Saturday,
Yes.
Saturday after?
Saturday after Chinese, yeah.
Yeah.
After Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Electricity from renewable sources will soon be cheaper than power from most fossil fuels, according to the International Renewable Energy Agency, or IRENA. In its new report, Renewable Power Generation Costs in 2017, the agency revealed that technology improvements, government take-up, and proactive project development has pushed the cost associated with renewable energy to a new low, and that by 2020, renewable power will largely undercut fossil fuel. While the report attributes this to widespread global trends, China is playing an important role in driving down costs.
Of course, it doesn't help that Donald Trump just enacted a 30% tariff on solar panels brought into the United States.
That was at the end, but thank you for jumping it.
You're welcome.
Average selling prices here dropped from around 0.43 per watt,
You'd be bad.
or
in the
43
movie.
cents per watt, in 2016.
Oh, Han's eyes at the end.
Well, that's if I've already watched the movie. I've watched all these movies before. I know how these end.
But
to
I
as low,
don't.
to as low as 30 cents in 2017. China installed a total of 52.83 gigawatts of new solar capacity in 2017, bringing its total
2 gigawatts!
to 130.25 gigawatts, around 7.3% of its total power generation. China also added 12.8 gigawatts of hydro and 45.78 gigawatts of thermal power. It's reducing its reliance on fossil fuels in other ways as well, growing the number of electric vehicles charging stations to 51%, by 51% during 2017.
That's like over half.
So obviously, since China's buying so much, guess what? Everyone else is going to be like, oh, we want to do that too.
Right.
And as Brad spoilered on us, President, that's going to...
Make America great again.
Yes, he just slapped a 30% America First tariff on imported solar panels, which will likely slow adoption of renewable energy sources for us.
Womp, womp, womp.
Nothing like being behind
So
the
having
curve.
the availability of free power costs us 30%
Because
more.
that doesn't help make America great again.
That helps make
Yep.
America poor again.
Coming to home theaters in February. February 1st on Netflix, 3,000 Miles to Graceland, Eon Flux, all 5 American Pie movies.
Well,
There were
yes,
five?
there was.
Wait a minute. Wait.
There was
Okay.
a giant clamoring for that.
Wait. So there was American Pie 1.
Yeah, American Pie 2.
2, 3,
Was it-
4,
was
and
it-
5.
American Pie 3, The Pioneering.
No. Was it American Pie? Was it American Pie 3 or was it the reunion?
Mm-hmm.
It was
There's American
I
Wedding.
saw one,
there's
and
a-
I saw 2,
There's
and
one
then
about
I
where they go
stopped
to
watching.
college, and then there's a 5th one after that.
I didn't know there was.
Goodfellas, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents, Men in Black, Oceans 11, 12, and 13. Scream
was a 13?
3, because what happened to the other Screams, no one really knows.
Wait.
What?
Ocean's 11.
Yep,
They go after the Bellagio.
yep.
Ocean's 12. They go after the Frenchman.
Okay.
What do they do in Ocean's 13?
They go after the all-you-can-eat buffet. And the Hurt Locker. Netflix, February 8th, The Emoji Movie.
But wait, what? Netflix is getting that?
Yes.
Oh, they're
February-
sliding. They are giving way to Disney. Wait till 2019.
Emoji
And
movie.
one
Wow,
I'm
that looks
actually
like a
interested in
steaming pile of
watching.
smiling shit.
Yes. One I'm actually interested in watching. The new David Letterman series, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction.
I'll watch your first episode. It's all right.
I haven't watched it yet, but
February...
They interviewed. He interviewed Barack Obama. It was okay.
It's all right. But he didn't need any introduction. He knew who he was, so he kept true to the title.
Yeah.
February 16th, Evan Almighty. February 19th, Full Metal Alchemist, which is a Netflix original, which it isn't because Full Metal Alchemist has been out from Japan for a while.
Okay.
And on February 21st, Lincoln, coming to Hulu.
Who?
February...
Lou.
Lou.
Who?
Lou. February 1st, Cougar Town, the complete series. One Tree Hill, the complete series. A Fish Called Wanda. An Officer and a Gentleman.
Doug's excited about something.
Blazing
Not
Saddles,
that,
The
not that.
Benchwarmers, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, The Hurt Locker,
Speaking
Sin
of bench
City,
warmers.
Terms of Endearment. On February 5th, however,
Yes.
on February 5th, Archer, Dreamland, Season 8.
All right.
So, something...
you know what? I'm gonna
I'll
say
shake fist at you.
Hulu got the better of those deals so
I
far.
think so.
Coming to Amazon February 1st, American Idiots, A Fish Called Wanda again.
Oh.
Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector,
Let me
probably
guess.
going to suck.
Hurt Locker.
Yeah, there's a lot of duplicates I just cut out. Mystic Pizza, An Officer and a Gentleman, Rollerball, the 75 and 2002 editions. Terms of Endearment, again. National Lampoon presents Cattle Call. Don't know what the crap that is, but probably not
It's
Chevy
National
Chase.
Lampoon's Western.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Star
Guessing.
Trek, they just said Star Trek. They didn't really say what Star Trek,
Well, there's a
That's,
lot of
that's
them.
awfully nondescript.
but something's coming.
It's probably just the original Star Trek movie, the new with the revamp.
National Lampoon and Star Trek are coming February 14th and February 23rd. The Tick Season 1B. Look, buddy.
Of course, it's gonna.
So that's it for tech news. It is currently 10:18. Do you want to try to open some of these cards?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. Do it to it, man. Do it to it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Would you like the honor of opening the first pack?
Oh, I would love the honor of opening the first pack. Why, thank you, Jason.
Let's see. Oh, how about this? In case you missed it, somebody drove.
You can't talk when we're opening packs!
Oh, what are we gonna do? Sit here in silence?
Yes!
In case you missed it, somebody drove a truck into a baseball field in Dryersville, Iowa, which was used in the Kevin Costner movie Field of Dreams. That was on Tuesday, and the day
I can't
after, a
say that
GoFundMe
one.
campaign was launched
Why
to help
not?
raise $15,000 to repair the diamond.
Well,
Took exactly one day.
Mexicans and Muslims.
Oh, these are the white cards essentially
Yeah.
that you use to fill in the blank on the black cards.
How easy it is to climb over a wall with a ladder.
Okay.
Get deported.
All right.
Guacamole.
and the black card
And
is?
Black card is They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists, and some I assume are.
So this is a quote from Donald Trump. So there you go.
Insert my answers here.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the one that I would go with.
Yep.
Brad, would you like the honor of number 2?
Sure.
Good catch.
Would you like the honor of number 3?
Number 1.
I always enjoy a good number 2.
Don't we all?
Ha!
Can't make a poop joke.
Why not? When can I not make a poop joke on this show?
It's now.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
It's bull semen.
Well, it's been a good run, everyone.
We got nothing else to talk about.
Nothing else. That's all right. So, for a black card, there isn't one.
There isn't one?
No.
Yeah, there is.
Isn't
I
there?
saw it. Flip them back over.
Unless my card skills have gotten really good.
Nope, there's no black card.
So what was day 2? This is feel-good things. A laundry basket full of baby bunnies.
Aww.
A stack of puppies in a trench coat.
Aww.
2 baby otters holding hands.
Aww.
2 hamsters nibbling on a tiny burrito.
Not that cute.
A baby panda that just can't keep its eyes open.
Aww.
And a really good dog.
Aww.
Aww. Well, there you go.
Jay? You know what I'm
Well, so we should have saved that one for last, the feel-good one.
So I might have lost day 3, but oh well, here's day 4.
Maybe day 3 didn't come with one.
Very well might not have, and I think one didn't, so that makes sense. I think I got a black card. Hold on.
What's the black card, Jay?
When asked about the biggest threat facing the nation, 60% of Americans said
Oh, this is
blank.
about polling, yeah. Said.
The shocking stupidity of the American public. Slowly shaking my head at a sad statistic. A gay Republican somehow. White people becoming a minority. And the truth.
All right.
The truth is the only one that made me laugh. That's sad. What do I get? I get 5.
You do get 5.
I saw a big one in there. That's what she said. Oh, I got a black card. I got
Couple black.
got 3 black
wow.
cards.
Ready, Brad?
Sure.
It's a triple.
Ooh, day 6.
So my black cards are...
Baseball. No one likes baseball.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious by summer blank. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in...
Blank. These are the black cards again that give you the fill in the...
Cry havoc and let slip
Blank.
blank. Oh, that's what the one I already read. That was it.
Yeah.
Taking a minute to really unpack what Shakespeare is getting at in this scene. The significance of eyes in King Lear.
Baseball cards.
Yeah, they're baseball cards.
Speaking of iambic pentameter.
This is your favorite. Travis, the first responder, bowling.
Oh.
I'm digging you down.
Trying to get this back in past the glue. What is this? More baseball cards? More baseball cards. Okay. So from this one, yeah. From the black cards, we want a pitcher, not blank.
A belly itcher.
The next one, you see, son, baseball is like blank. Don't overthink it. So, we want a pitcher, not my drunk father screaming from the bleachers. We want a pitcher, not yelling, I got it, I got it. We want a pitcher, not Lou Gehrig's disease.
You gotta look at the stuff, the stuff they put on the right.
We want a pitcher, not teaching my son to love the Red Sox and hate minorities. Wow. All right, well, there you go. That's the baseball. What do they put on the back? Maybe look at the back.
Poops per week, 7.
We're serious?
Here, you can take that. We're gonna each take 2.
Nipple diameter, a nickel. Length, above average. Good on them.
Okay, I'll read my guy. This is Scott 1T Hoffman. Poops per week 14, and bear in mind they're not all the same. Number of teeth 32. Favorite sport baseball.
Okay. I have Matt Elvis Costello, pitching coach. Let's see. Hometown Barnstable, Mass. So pretty close by. Favorite color, green. Favorite candle scent, apple cinnamon.
Ooh.
Baseball skill, 1 out of 10. 7. And then you
You
have
have a bunch on there.
Ridge the Hula Hoop High Haslam. Hoop High, I kid you not, it's Hoop High. And that's Hoopee Haslam. From Lapoho, Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hotness rating, 1 out of 10. 8.
That's not bad.
Favorite candle scent, tropical breeze.
Can't imagine why.
How proud is his father? From 1 out of 10, 1 to 10, 9.5.
That's not bad. That's pretty proud.
Pretty proud.
Pretty proud, but slightly disappointed about something he hasn't let go.
Oh.
I got my second one was Kelvin Kind Eyes Rodriguez. Belly color red.
Okay.
Favorite candle scent pumpkin spice.
All right.
And favorite Nicolas Cage movie National Treasure.
Wow.
I got Nikolai, the Uncle Uric. He is from Huntingtown, Maryland. His belly button is an Audi. His favorite sport is baseball. And currently reading Think and Grow Rich.
All right. Here. Let's pass these down.
Only got about
there's more?
4 minutes left.
That's enough time to go through these.
Okay.
2 new ones.
Do it quick.
New ones.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Here. Luis El Animal Diaz from Miami, Florida. Number of teeth, 28. Favorite sport, baseball. Hotness rating, 1 out of 10, 100.
That's not bad.
And Jeff Ism from West Lafayette, Indiana. He does look like an Ism. Oh my God, he kind of looks like Doug. Oh my God.
He does kind of look like Doug.
Yeah. Age and dog years, 209. Hotness of spouse, 1 out of 10. 10. Congratulations, Doug. Hot dogs eaten in one sitting, baker's dozen.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
I have Andrew the Milkman Zellner. Nipple diameter's 3/4 inch. Poops per week, 9. And baseball skills, 6. And then we have Spencer Pumpkin Spice Navin, whose favorite color is salmon. Credit score, great. And number of teeth, all of them.
That works. My turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. I have Stephen Eggs Polakov. He is from Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Number of teeth is 32. His favorite color is aqua. And favorite Nicolas Cage movie is none. Brutal actor.
Oh.
Let's see. And finally, we have Edwin Gomez. He is from Yabucoa, Puerto Rico.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay.
Age in dog years is 182.
Well, good for him.
First game of catch was with Dad.
Oh.
And hot dogs eaten in one sitting is 7.
Wow.
Not bad.
That's
Respectable.
not bad.
Very
That's respectable.
respectable.
How about
What did you-
Facebook.com/NSLSTV?
But what if they want to watch the show again?
YouTube.com/NSLSTV.
No, but they want to watch it tonight.
Like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, then just watch the midnight replay at 11:59 and 59 seconds.
What if they want to get a hold of us?
Phone.
NSLSteve@gmail.com.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier
A little bit.
because we don't have a phone number.
Brad's
Yeah.
phone number is 860-387-1954.
555-5555.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, that's it. Sure, go for that. Hey, Pat, what'd you learn today?
I learned that I got a Captain America mug.
Pat in America. I see what I did there. Because I did it.
And I learned that I really need to play Cards of Humanity.
Yeah. Hey, Jay,
Cards against humanity.
what'd you learn today?
I learned that baseball players can be funny.
They can. You know what I learned today?
What'd you learn?
I learned I should eat fish food on the show more often. That was delicious. It was tremendous. I also learned way more about that Jay should never talk about macaques on the show ever again.
I'll talk about my cock whenever I want.
Why not?
I'm just saying. Like one macaque was enough. Now they're cloning them.
Yeah, there's two.
Now there's
Now
two
there's two.
They spliced it.
That's freaky.
Spliced and diced it.
Yeah, that's a little freaky.
What
Not gonna lie.
what happens if one came out a male and one came out a female?
Well, then it really wouldn't be a clone now, would it?
It'd be a twin.
Well, there would be. It couldn't be a clone then.
Yeah,
it
but-
would be an accident.
But what? No, that's
Be
what
an
they call.
abomination.
No, that's what they call me. What did you
You know what else I learned?
What?
UCF still doesn't belong in the playoffs.
You're still hung up on that.
I'm just saying. I'm just doing it because I know it gets Doug's goat.
Look, an adapter.
What?
An
Ooh,
adapter.
ooh.
It's showing shiny
Hey,
stuff.
so tiny. Hey, so tiny.
Okay.
Hey, so shiny. You know those things where you always hope there's like a proper out for the show, and
We never have one.
we never have one, and then we just end up just like getting like the fade out.
Yeah, or it just cuts
It
off.
just cuts off in the middle of it. They're like, "Oh, this would make a perfect out," and I don't exactly know when the show ends.
and we like end
And we're just talking in the middle of a sentence, and then just in the middle of that sentence, it just ends up fading to black. And it's like you don't even get to hear what the person says at the end.
No, they
It's
don't.
Like,
You
it's so rude.
never get to finish.
There's
the
nothing. No, there's never
There's
anything
no
at the end.
completionist
There's-
in us at all. It's
Like
just-
not even now when we're trying to
There's
end
no
the
key-
show,
there's
when
no
we're supposed to fade to
teasers,
black,
there's
when
no
we were
any-
talking about talking to fading to black.
Right.
We're not even fading to black. As a matter of fact, this show's going to go long.
Yeah.
Just to spite us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's going to
It's just
happen.
waiting-